Hey guys, make sure you stand till the end. One common mistake people make when replacing fuses relays that can cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Mercedes E Class. We're talking about the generation that you see right here from year 2010 to year 2016. If you guys have one of those, if you have a problem where the transmission, you cannot shift it to drive, reverse or neutral, practically the transmission is stuck, stay with us guys. We'll explain what can easily cause that, what you need to check, how you can fix the problem, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way do not waste money and time, and why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. All that guys will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Make sure to stay until the end. So before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us guys. Now, if you have a Mercedes E Class, that generation from year 2010 to year 2016-17 guys, this is the W212 guys. We're going to have a video for every single fuse relay on that car, why things do not work, why we're making this one, because we're trying to save you time and money guys. Let's say you're down the road in the middle of nowhere, your car does not start, you need to find where your engine starter fuse relay is located guys, where you can find fuel injection system fuses, fuel pump fuses. All you have to do, come to the channel, watch that video, 1-2 minutes, you're back on the road guys. In addition, we'll share where you can buy cheap parts and tools, that way you do not waste your money and time. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make guys at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix mechanical, electrical, engine work guys, body work, a little bit of everything, and we have more than 12,000 free repair videos on our channels that can save you thousands of dollars guys in free repair videos. Check it out if you need help with that. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So guys, okay, if the transmission, you cannot shift it to reverse, neutral or drive, what you need to check on Mercedes E Class, we'll demonstrate on that generation guys, okay, right here. Now, multiple things guys, okay, can cause the transmission not to shift. First, you have multiple fuse boxes guys. Now, if you open the hood right here, under the hood, you will notice that you have that device right here, okay, that's known as traction control module or ABS module. That device guys, okay, if it's bad, if you have in some cases ESP light malfunction, ABS malfunction, anything like that, that can prevent the transmission from working. You may experiencing that in humid weather, in rain or anything like that, if the seal practically is cracked, and that's when the electronics will suck moisture and it can start malfunction. We had that happen on another Mercedes and we had to actually replace the ABS module. Now we will demonstrate to we will recommend guys to always check the fuses for the ABS traction control module. We have the video on the channel, it's called traction ABS module fuses, ABS traction control module fuses on Mercedes W212. Check it out, because guys, okay, you have multiple fuses that control it, and if one of them is burned, your transmission will be stuck in park. Let's explain what else can cause that, but before we continue, let's explain why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So it is super important guys to always test fuses and relays, and something else as well, common mistakes people make. Sometimes you may think that a fuse is good, or you cannot actually see if the fuse is clearly burned, and in that case guys, you may put the fuse back together and you may end up spending money and time on parts you don't need, and all we had to do is just test the fuse. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below how to test the fuse. It takes only a few seconds to find out for sure if it's good or bad. The same thing for relays guys, okay, some of those could be really expensive on cars, so we'll put a link in the description of the video below how you can test relays. And for some certain fuses guys, it's important to disconnect the car battery when removing them, otherwise you can burn the electronics. And for instance, working on airbags, fuses or anything like that, you need to wait at least 1 hour after disconnecting the car battery, and if you're not qualified and certified to work on airbag system, I will never recommend to do that guys. But when disconnecting the car battery guys, okay, common mistake people make, it's important to know which battery terminal you reconnect first. If you do it the wrong way, you can burn electronics modules. How we know about that? We burn before the traction control module on BMW that cost us $2,000 guys. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below which battery terminal to disconnect first. Check it out for your convenience. So you can see we have one of the traction control modules removed right here. That's the brains, that's the computer practically right here. It has a seal between the two components, but eventually they can start failing when they get hot or humid. Other things, guys, that can cause the transmission not to be able to shift, guys, it could be something super simple as a brake light switch. That's the device on the brake pedal that detects when you press the brake pedal. And that switch actually is the one that when you press the brake pedal, you can switch to different gear, right? But if the switch doesn't work, the engine computer practically does not know that you press the brake pedal, so you will not be able to shift out of park, which you cannot shift to reverse, neutral and drive. So check brake light switch. We have multiple videos on our channel how to test brake light switch, how to replace brake light switch, other things. Check the fuses for the transmission fuses. Video will be on the channel. ABS module and the selector fuses, guys, the gear selector fuses. And in some cases, it's not very often, but we've had problems where it's actually the gear selector itself being bad or the transmission control module, but that doesn't happen very often. Most of the times it's a bad fuse or brake light switch that we see at the garage. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.